You open Steam to play a game, go to your library and find dozens of games you've purchased but never played. Do you know that feeling? I sure do. So I decided to finally play as many of these as possible. Out of this in a mini-series called Steam Cleaning. So there's this weird game called The Lost Mythologies. I don't know why this is in my library, but apparently this game is free and I wanted to play it 6 or 7 years ago. That's why I thought I'd give it another shot. Right, that's why I wanted to play it. Apparently this game was not only developed by a Chinese studio, but the story is also in Chinese. Luckily I'm a professional storyteller and can understand what they are trying to say just by looking at the visuals. The Crystal of Evil. The Army of Darkness. The Warrior of Light. And the Sword. To save the world. I don't think I'm that far off, to be honest. We start in a temple with horrendous camera controls and footsteps that sound like audio clipping when I attack. So far, I don't know why I didn't play this further. Once I start getting into the combat, the tutorial pops up and pauses the entire game. Not just the gameplay, but also the music. It honestly feels like my game crashed and this happens 4 or 5 times in a row. Amazing. There's also no way to reread these, so if you accidentally skip something by button mashing, good luck figuring it out yourself. I log on by holding shift and I have different special attacks on the buttons 1, 2 and 3. I don't really know what these do until I try, but sticking to this one AoE attack I pressed the first time worked really well. I was kinda worried about not having a dodge button and basically just hitting the attack button all the time, but I hoped for the best. Because of the amazing design this game has, I quickly figured out that these urns could heal me, so I tried to make the best possible use of them. And by that I mean I saved them for later and never came back. You know the drill. The enemy variety was also on point since I encountered a total of 2 types, small ones and big ones. There's also a fun mechanic where you press Q in a magic field to fly towards a different platform. When I was fighting on one of these, my battle went kinda out of hands. And by out of hands I mean out of bounds. But hey, at least I didn't die. I can still swing my sword. You might have noticed this continue button on the title screen and wondering when exactly you can use it. Well, to probably everyone's surprise, it's never. So I started again and suddenly saw that the tutorial was mentioning a dodge button, and I'm not lying when I say that this changed everything. With the dodge button in my arsenal, I quickly discovered the holy trinity of inputs. Shift, F and the left mouse button. I legit hammered my fingers on these and destroyed everything in my way. I attack, dodge and change my target so I always move towards the enemy group. It was amazing. I breezed through the game and felt like crippling my hands, but it was all worth it to progress. After a few minutes I ended up finding the final boss. However, my tactic didn't seem to work as good as before against him. His attacks were able to hit me, I didn't see any life lying around and I ultimately died at the end. The boss was definitely not hard, but I wanted to beat him with my Trinity combo. Luckily, I didn't know at the time that my Holy Trinity was not holy at all. When I tried the boss a second time, yes there's a save before the boss, I couldn't believe it either, I found out that not Shift, F and the left mouse button, but Shift, F and the right mouse button was the Holy Trinity. Why would I even do a weak attack when I had strong attacks combined with my incredible speed? When I retried the boss I even attacked him during his cutscene. He couldn't handle my speed and got absolutely demolished. I even saw a few urns standing around which I didn't notice on my first try, but fuck that, why would I need that now? The boss went down and the credits rolled. Evil was banished. Created by these Chinese people. And that was The Lost Mythologies. What an incredible start for the series. Rather short, but fun to do. Speaking of short, I wonder if there's an actual speedrun of the... Oh no. This is my world record. And there it is.